Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day today, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. Today I want to take a little time and do more of a full review of my number one Hinderer, which is the Hinderer Eklipse. This is the flipperless version of the Eklipse. It came from eKnives. I did add some Battle Blue hardware and a Stonewash smooth bronze show side scale to match the backside scales. And the blue, Battle Bronze blue clip and hardware was just to kind of break up the bronze. But this knife has amazing detent. It fires out. It's full titanium. It is absolute made for my hand. I mean, for a full-size knife, this knife fits my hand just perfectly. The choil's perfect. It's got a little bit more tactical blade than my XM18 that's also got a little bit thinner grind. It is 20 CV, drops like an absolute guillotine. I'm horizontal, but trust me when I tell you that it drops with no issues. Whoops, as I double clutch it. But again, the Hinderer Eklipse is within the same size range as the Hinderer XM18. They're just slightly different in their design, quite different actually. But they are right within that same size range. 3.5-inch blade. Let's check that. You get my handy dandy Ben Banner's titanium ruler that I can't read because the numbers are too small. So the blade's right at 3 3/4, and the body's about 4 3/4. So it's a full-size knife, but it feels great in the hand. Even before it had the titanium scale, it had a lot of girth and just felt like a really able knife that you could not only cut with but do some light prying tasks with. A hard work knife, a knife that I wouldn't be afraid to put through the paces. I don't keep it as a safe queen. I don't keep any of my knives as safe queens. I do carry them. This knife gets carried quite a bit. It does get exposed primarily to urban environments, so it has cut some wood. It has done some light feather sticking. It has done a lot more cutting paper, cutting cardboard, breaking down cardboard, cutting into packages, cutting into different types of packaging materials. Use it for just about anything you'd use a knife for. But in terms of why it makes me feel like it makes me feel, I think a couple of things. One, it being flipperless gives it a really clean look. The ergos of this knife compared to all of my other Hinderers is just superior. And I do think it has more of a tactical look with that clip point blade and that kind of narrow but yet aggressive looking blade that it has, and just really like it. It's a full size knife. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons just to our Cold Steel Formax. Our Civivi Baby Banter, smaller than the Formax, and not surprisingly bigger than the Baby Banter. I have a feeling this is going to come closer to the PM2 in size than the Bug Out, but let's just see. Right in there, about the size, same size as the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Made in Golden, Colorado earth, and Hinderers are also U.S. made, manufactured here in the States, small batch. Fantastic knives, guys. They're a knife that I was late to the game on, and even discovering Hinderers. I did not understand why the allure was there for the Hinderers. They never struck me as a real modern pocket knife that I understood. But once I got my first 3-inch XM18 and started exploring some of the other Hinderers that were available, that You didn't have to chase like some of these knives that are impossible to find, but you do have to be on the lookout and know where to look. And I only buy at least 90% of my Hinderers. I only buy new. So I go to the retailers that I know are their authorized retailers. When I get a wind of a drop that I usually find out from Instagram or from Hinderer's website. But that is the Hinderer Flipperless Eklipse. Hinderer also makes the Eklipse with the tri-way pivot system and the flipper. I don't take anything away from Hinderer's flipper system. Probably my second favorite full size is my Spanto XM18 with a flipper. So again, if I found an Eklipse with a flipper and did not have the flipperless one, would I be interested? Absolutely. Would it be just as good of a knife for me? Probably almost just as good of a knife. Again, by not having the flipper to get in the way, I really do like the way this knife presents in my hand. Love everything about it. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come by and check out my videos, to look through my collection with me as I go through it. And I do appreciate y'all when you subscribe, when you like the video, when you dislike a video, or even if you just say, hey, appreciate what you're doing. It's all good. Guys, please look out for the guy or girl to your left. Please look out for the guy or girl to your right. Please look out for each other. Move forward with love in your heart. Choose debate over hate. Peace.